Alright you guys, this is video E3.3-7 and we are looking at activity 9, solid or liquid, rock behavior within Earth. So again this is, as you see up there, E3.3-B, explain why tectonic plates move using the concept of heat flowing through mantle convection, coupled with the cooling and sinking of aging ocean plates that result from their increased density. So what we're really talking about in this lab is how the asthenosphere, the part of Earth that the lithospheric plates or tectonic plates move on, how it acts. Okay, we've told you that it is a solid, but it flows. It's plastic-like, we say, because it doesn't act exactly like solids that we think of act. So, first thing you do here is go through and read this background. Then, as you get to the procedure, Part 1, it has you refer to, it says BLM 9.1 is where you're going to be recording some things. That is in your packet and looks like this. Okay, it has us analyze 3 solids and identify their characteristics, and then 3 liquids and identify their characteristics. When we get to Part 2, this is where I need you to pay attention and write a few things. You have a bag of materials. That bag has our silly putty again. Okay, you see that right here. And we are going to be recording some things in BLM 9.2, our next data sheet. Your bag also is going to have not the mystery substance, but just really some pieces of paper. You can just grab one of those for later use. I'll point that out in a moment. Over here you have BLM 9.2, observations of characteristics of silly putty and mystery substance X. Ooh. So I will caution you here, please write small because you're going to be recording quite a few things in this space, especially for silly putty. So to go back to the instructions here, under 5 here, after we've recorded a few things, it references a board. You're just using your desk. So I put board equals desk. Our desks are very sturdy, good hard surface. They'll work just fine for this. So that's note number 1. On the next page, under direction 6, okay, it says, before continuing, have everyone in your group put on safety glasses and lab aprons. Excuse me, I put NA, not applicable, because we are not using a hammer. So wherever you see hammer, we're talking about a fist. We're using the fist here. So hammer equals fist. I would write these notes down so that you remember. Don't come to me asking for a hammer, please. So you're going to do a few things with that silly putty, recording some observations, and note that down here under 9, I will have our lamps on our ring stands available for you for this portion here. Okay, so ultimately we're going to leave this silly putty undisturbed for 30 minutes. We'll move on to Part 3. In Part 3, this is where you get your bag of mystery substance X. Okay, that's where you're going to get into that. Please don't get into that prior to approaching this part. For that portion, you'll be recording observations here on BLM 9.2. Do not forget, please, at the very end, to do the questions and conclusions section. Many people are forgetting to do these, and it looks like in this one there's plenty of space to answer those right here. Okay. If you have any questions, please ask. We would like you to explore this on your own. But if you do have questions, please ask either Mr. A or Mr. Fuzak.